Okay, golfers, I want to make sure that we have proper form and technique so we don't get injured. So this video is going to be over proper form, and I want to talk about eccentric, concentric movements, and then I want to talk about range of motion. There's two parts of every movement, and one is called eccentric and one is called concentric. Eccentric is anything where you resist a muscle, and concentric is where you contract. Eccentric is where 99% of injuries occur. Eccentric is where you actually tone time in front of the muscle, and eccentric is where you strengthen tendons and ligaments around the muscle. For example, if I was going to blow out my shoulder, would it be on the way up or the way down? If I was going to blow out my knees, would it be on the way up or the way down? Of course. So if I just didn't resist this at all, you can see how I can be injured. So that is your eccentric motion. So if I was doing chest press, coming up and doing my concentric, and if I just let this drop, you can see I could actually tear a pec. So that is your eccentric. So without thinking eccentric, concentric, I want you to think of 2, 2. So I want you to think of 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If you're doing squats, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. Eccentric versus concentric. Range of motion. Every major muscle that we have has a minor muscle that pushes or pulls a major muscle. Meaning, when I do chest, my chest is my major muscle, but my front delt and my tricep also comes into play. So our range of motion, if I was in this position, you can tell from this position to there, that's delt, front delt. From here is chest, and from here is tricep. Well, I don't want to go too low because that first movement is my delt. From here is chest, and there is tricep. So it's for really 90 degrees. Shoulder and elbow in line, and then that position. It's easier to show on shoulders here. You can tell from here to here is joint. From here is shoulders, and from there is joint. Well, guess what? We're not young chickens anymore. If we're doing 3 sets of 30 and locking those joints out, we're going to get wear and tear, fatigue, and we're going to get injured. So think about eccentric, concentric. Eccentric, 1, 2, 1, 2. Range of motion, stay in the range. Shoulders and elbows are in parallel. If I go to squat, you can tell from this position to there is joint. So really the motion is from here to there. Squat. Eccentric, concentric, range of motion. Pay special attention to these so we don't get injured, so we can train harder, get longer.